Hi, Aries. All right, let's see what you should expect. What's unfolding for Aries? What can Aries expect during this time? Tell me anything significant for my Aries. What's unfolding for my Aries at this time? What can they expect? All right, Aries, you have the community card here and you have occupation. I feel like when it comes to your work life, your career, your business, you are starting to get adjusted, or you're adapting to a more group oriented environment. It does feel like people at your job are going to start liking each other more, or talking more, or doing more of a group effort. So it feels like your coworkers are getting along. Maybe everybody's getting along with the higher ups or the managers. If you have a business, you can see that your customers are very collaborative. They may have a certain favor for you in your business. There's something about wanting to be in a part of your community, or even engaging with your community more. So you may find that coworkers or bosses are asking you to speak up more, or they may be asking you or putting you on different roles. But it feels very positive, okay? So it feels like work is going to be better for you, or just much more optimistic for you, where you're going to have more positive days, positive outcomes. Maybe something even with your schedule could be getting rearranged to allow for you to have less hard work, and maybe someone else is taking over that role so that you have a little bit of a break here. It feels really positive, Aries. All right, but even with that being said, we do have birds on a wire. So there is an energy of like togetherness, but it also warns you against maybe oversharing during this time. Just because everybody's getting along and things are going really positively at your job, at your workplace, be careful of oversharing too much or blabbing too much about your own personal life, your goals, other people's, business, because it will be spread around. So this talks about blabbermouth, loose lips, gossip, news travels fast, chatterbox, manipulative, untrustworthy, secrets, and talking behind your back. Even though there's a bigger community here, or people are being more positive or even more supportive towards you, there's still this energy of keeping your cards close to your chest, okay? And then we also have doorbell here. So, what you could expect in your career or even in your business at this time is that there's going to be an arrival or an announcement. Someone new could be coming. Maybe someone new is coming into position. Maybe you're going to be hiring some new employees, something like that. Okay, you will be engaging more. So, I do see you speaking up more, talking more. Bonding even with the people that you work with. You could be invited out to more places outside of work. So things like hanging out outside of work, networking outside of work, that kind of stuff, you will get a lot of invitations to that. It seems like you're going to be very popular. Also, there's a transition happening. So it's very exciting and things are very positive, but you have to also think ahead and know that there's ebbs and flows. So things are very positive right now. A boss could be very nice right now, but things change. So just being able to regulate your emotions throughout all the transitions. There's opportunity coming towards you. You're going to get to connect with a lot of people, and your choices are going to be very important during this time. All right, so let's see what this means for you. Tell me about this community for Aries. We have mice. And then tell me about Aries occupation. We have key. Okay, so you are being blessed here with more opportunities when it comes to work, career, climbing the ladder, or even being promoted or making more money or getting a new stream of income. You do have that energy with high momentum happening for you at this moment. But alongside that, you have to be careful too with maybe some of the people who may be giving you these opportunities. It feels like it's a double edged sword where you are getting closer to people, you are enjoying them more. So it makes you want to trust them more. But there's something telling you to still take advantage of the opportunities, but also be very cautious of like other people and how they circulate information, what they may pass on about you. So first impressions are everything, and also keeping a level of professionalism during this time and not becoming too casual with these connections is going to be the best for you, because with the mice that could be like a lot of gossip. So you could be getting a lot of gossip, which could be super helpful for your position, but you also could be gossiped on. So you have to be a little bit more, cautious. It's almost like you're letting your guard down because you are going to be having better social energy within your community and also at work. But you are going to have to learn to not mix business with pleasure, if that makes sense. Okay. So just be careful of that. That's the message that wants to come out for you. And so I'm going to move on to Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Let's see what you need to know at this time. Give me some messages for my Tauruses. What do my Tauruses need to know at this time? Give me some messages, please. All right, Gemini. So your message here is thief and journey. All right. So you're learning something. There's a tough lesson that you could be learning right now about maybe deceptive individuals, deceptive people, manipulative people. I feel like you let someone too close, and from that, they kind of like tried to steal an opportunity from you. So I don't know if this is like you let someone too close in your love life, and now this person is trying to go after your crush, or at work you kind of allowed someone to work over you, and now they're kind of copying your strategy or your systems, claiming it as theirs. It feels like someone's either taking your work or taking your idea, or could even be trying to take an opportunity from you. Okay, so I see journey here. So this is part of the process. It's supposed to happen this way. Maybe this is the universe trying to teach you a lesson. It's kind of building some type of resilience or building some momentum for you. So I do feel like this is going to work out in your favor, but you're really being called to pay attention to the snake in the grass. Okay, so there's someone around here or some type of situation that could be very deceptive. You do have jealous or envious people around you. So that's something that you really want to make sure that you understand, because you could be very lackadaisical. You could be hanging out with all types of new energies or people. And even if you do feel a red flag, you may be very relaxed about it. But the universe is telling you to be on high alert, because even if you do feel that energy from someone, you never know what actions they have following behind that. All right, so be careful, because there could be betrayal or any backstabbing energy that could be coming towards you. There could be a very toxic individual that you're having to deal with right now. All right, there could be someone that you really are giving silent treatment to. There could be someone too, even romantically, you need to watch out as well, because there could be someone who is very seductive, or they're able to charm you, but this person could be like keeping you stagnant. This person could even be a distraction. So if you're dating right now and you're dating someone that you don't really see it becoming serious, it could be more casual, but you don't mind that. You're like, okay, that's fine. This person is like a time filler, whatever it is. You need to be careful, because their influences could be rubbing off on you that make you not be able to, give your best every day. So it may not be worth even just hanging around for the fun of it, okay? And then we have bridge here as well. So there's something about communications, uniting or connecting, integrating with other people, sharing or collaborating. I feel like you have to be careful with that. Be careful who is connected to you with this bridge, how people are being connected to you. Sometimes it's not even you, Gemini, it's your company that you keep that bring other things around. So you have to cut off the source. All right. So for you to be able to have your harmony back, I feel like you need to find out where something is draining you, whether it's a habit or it's a connection, or even certain environments definitely need to be dealt with at this time. You are going to overcome this situation, and also whoever this is that could be showing up as an enemy or bad for you. But I think that you need to take it seriously. It's like you're very relaxed about it. You're just like, whatever, going with the flow. But it's not for you to continue to let this person take from you, or bring chaos in your life even. I don't know. Let's see. Let's clarify the thief. All right, we have letter, and what else? We have lily. Okay. I feel like there's a message coming through from whoever this person is, and you'll know who it is because you could consider this person to be, I don't know why this is coming out, but I'm just going to say it. You could consider this person to be illiterate. It's almost like the way that this person communicates could be very weird. I don't know. We have the lily here, which is like your mature perspective or mindset. So when you're listening to this person, or when they're reaching out to you, the way that they're communicating could be very like childish, playful, or very illiterate. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that's about, but as you can see, this is the person we're talking about. So whoever this is, I don't know if they're trying to sound smarter than they actually are, but whatever they're saying is just not, it's not flowing correctly. So there's something like that. Like I could see the lily with the letter being like how a teacher, an English teacher would use like a red pen to mark every and any little grammatical error. It's kind of what I see you're doing, dissecting this person's messages, because you feel like either they're full of crap, or like they don't know what they're speaking on. Something like that, okay? Something about how this person talks, or how they try to express themselves could be very like child's play. I don't know. All right, tell me about journey. We have stork. You have a new opportunity coming in, but you have to beware of who you could be giving access to that new opportunity, because it feels like this could be someone in your social circle, a friend or a lover. It doesn't really matter. Whoever this is, them having access to you when you're able to get this new opportunity, they could sabotage that for you. I don't know in what way. And I keep getting like this person's childish, immature ways, or even how they speak just feels like, makes you feel old sometimes. I don't I don't know what that's about. Give me one more card here. Yeah, we have heart. Okay, so what's hard for you is to like set this person straight, because you do not want to hurt this person's feelings for some reason. You don't want to be mean. You don't want to take it there. You don't want to be blunt and direct and just say it for what it is. Feels like you have a hard time letting someone down, or maybe even having to disappoint someone by your final decision. So that's something to think about, Gemini. All right, I'm going to move on to Cancer. Hi, Gemini. So let's see what you need to know at this time. Give me some messages for my gemstones. What do my Geminis need to know at this time? Give me some messages, please. All right. So I feel like there is something new coming in for you that will take less effort or just be easier to deal with or easier to do. So some of you guys, you could be working a really, really strenuous job, or there could be a situation here that there's a certain strategy or system that you usually go by, but it could have gotten really hard for you. You could be in a relationship or a connection that it feels like it's not getting easier, it's only getting harder. And with the pathway card being here, it's telling you that there's a new option opening up for you. There's a new door for you to go under. I'm sorry, go out of, excuse me. And this pathway is opening up for you, but only if you want it. So I feel like making that decision to take that leap of faith could be really hard for you, Gemini, but it is being advised during this time because there is a better way, or there's a better solution to your problems, or even there's a better connection out there, or a better job, even if you're looking for it. Something that won't be so burdensome with that toil and labor card. All right, so you do have wine here. So this talks about things developing over time, flavor, family legacy, the good stuff, finessing, alchemy, transforming, ripening in a situation, aging well. Or maybe a decision that you're going to make is going to age very well for you, even if you're feeling uncertain during this time. All right, there's a lot of pressure as well for you, maybe of like, there could be a lot of pressure coming about family, like living up to your family expectations or what your family wants for you or thinks that you should be doing. And maybe you feeling like you need to stay stuck in some type of cycle that's no longer serving you because of that. All right, but you're able to do some type of transmutation. So you're able to transmute all of this hard efforts, all this hard labor, all of these burdens and obstacles you've been dealing with into a very positive new opportunity in some way. You're able to do magic, okay? Now we have mice here. So most recently, you could have been feeling really tired or fatigued or even burnt out. You could have felt a lot of stress. You could have felt like you were deteriorating, that you were having some loss or reduction. You feel very irritated. You could be worried or fearful. You could have a lot of anxiety, and you may feel like you're wasting your time somewhere, okay? And then this is also a card of nagging. So with that energy too, you could be tired of complaining about something and you're willing and you're ready now to change the outcome. So something is telling you to look at another option. It's much better there. It's much better there. I know you have maybe lack of clarity right now. You could be feeling really confused, but you definitely want to try a new option that's coming your way. Clarify toil and labor for Gemini. A decision that you make now to end something is going to age very, very well for you. Whatever has been draining you, even if this is financially, if you have a big bill somewhere that's just draining you every month, you dread even the next month coming because you know that you have this big bill or this big debt. Cutting the source out completely is going to age tremendously well for you, but it's something that you possibly can't imagine doing right now. That's what I'm seeing. Like you're just not very confident about taking that action. All right, we have the feminine card here of waiting. So you could be waiting for something to happen instead of doing something yourself. And that's could be a big problem because I feel like it's you making a very clear decision that's going to bring in this new opportunity. You have to make a decision and go with it. The universe is using divine intervention. If you're waiting for the universe to turn things around, they are, by opening up this new opportunity, this new door for you. But you have to actively step through that door, if that makes sense, okay? See what else is here for gemstone? Maybe this is what the 1111 portal is aligning you to. Yeah, we have rider here. So you actively have to pursue it or seek it out. All right, so it's coming towards you, but it's not going to do the work for you. You're going to have to make that decision to want more. I think your issue here is the moon card, so you may feel very uncertain. If you need to wait for more clarity, if you need to wait for a bigger download from the universe that kind of sets things in gear for you, then do that, but don't wait too long. Like, give yourself a deadline, especially before the end of the year. Give yourself a deadline for sure, and then take action. Whatever you need to do, if you need to do more research, if you need to look into things a little bit more, if you need to ask around for advice, do whatever you need to do to get your head on straight so that you can make this move and experience a better outcome from leaving something draining behind, okay? All right, Gemini, that's what I have. Hi, Cancer. So let's see what you need to know right now. What does Cancer need to know at this time? What does Cancer need to know? All right. It feels like there is a really hard connection here, a love situation. Like it lost its fun. It's not fun anymore. It could be very stressful or it could be very restrictive. It just feels like it's lacking flow or freedom or just a lighthearted energy that it had in the beginning. And I feel like this is because someone's going through a tremendous amount of stress. Someone could feel like a very burdened, or they could feel like they have a ton of responsibilities happening and so little time to get everything in order. So it feels like someone's been going through a lot of stress. Like someone deals with high stress here, and it's kind of bleeding over into the connection and making it less fun or just very restrictive. All right, so we have balance here as the first card. This talks about being centered, needing to meditate, integrating opposing forces, so like compromising, things flowing, feeling complete, having awareness, feeling just right, equality, and well being. I feel like this is what the connection could be lacking at this time. Like someone's having a hard time centering themselves and coming back into balance or harmony. And it doesn't allow them to really put much of an effort towards the relationship. We have heart here. So there's someone here who has a desire for love or just feeling loved or just being in a more lovey-dovey type of situation. This is someone who wants to have a lot of joy or bliss. There's a lot of affection coming from this person. This person could be feeling very fulfilled. This person could be very kind and very forgiving as well. All right, this person wants a little bit more romance, and that will make them feel complete. This person is very passionate about their lover and very caring. So there's one person here being very understanding about the stresses that someone is going through, but they also feel like they're missing out on what this, love could be, like the romance, the desire behind it, the intimacy. There's a lack of intimacy between you two at this time, possibly because of someone's stress. So let's see what's going on. Clarify toil and labor. We have cross. And we have child here. Okay. I do feel like someone has been going through a really tough time with the cross card, but there is wish fulfillment at the end of the road. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. This person is going to be able to recover from this. And I feel like this person's faith or maybe their spiritual connection is what has been sustaining them and getting them through. I also feel like their partner in this courtship has also been sustaining them and getting them through this tough time. All right, someone may need to wisen up or smarten up with the child card here. It feels like someone, to avoid maybe the disaster that they're feeling, they did need to be better prepared or be more responsible or get more organized or just even having a more mature or logical approach to their problems. But this is like a process for this person. It doesn't feel like they're able to get it right away. Especially with the mountain here, there's just some more obstacles that this person may have to go through before they just give in and decide to change, to empower themselves. Tell me about the courtship. All right, we have the woman card here. And we have the fox. Okay. All right, so we do have a feminine here that's standing out in this relationship or connection. She could be the one that is holding the energy of the heart. So this could be a very loving feminine. She could be very desirable. She has deep desires herself. She could be in a lot of joy or bliss. She could be very kind, very forgiving. She could be very romantic and want more romance in her life. She's also very passionate and caring. And I see this feminine card in this deck as the woman who wants to go out and experience things, that wants to go on dates, wants to go out in town, gets dressed up really nice, likes to go out on the weekends, wants a ton of visibility for herself and also her relationship. She's very confident. She's eager. So I do see a very, patient feminine here that is looking for a little bit more, and they feel prepared, but they also know that their person is not prepared. But they also feel like maybe I need to take in another strategy to get this person maybe out of their head or out of feeling stuck. So there is a new approach that's about to happen pretty soon from this feminine towards their relationship on how to get this person on the same page or even getting them to compromise a little bit so that they can find happiness again. And let's see how that may happen. Clarify the fox. All right, we have the book here. Okay, so first and foremost, the book is a card that's very secretive. So whoever this feminine is, they could be holding a lot of secrets about their connection right now. Like even if the things are not the best or the connection feels very lackluster, they're not going to be repeating that to people outside of the relationship. So it feels like this person could be very loyal to their partner of just not telling everyone how they're probably not having the best time right now. It does feel like this person has a secret agenda. So there is some strategy that they're getting to get their partner back on track or even get this connection back on track. I definitely see that. Um, yeah, I feel like this is a very intelligent feminine here. Like she just knows what to do. She's using her book smarts. She could be coming up with a brilliant strategy to get things back on track. So it feels like the woman is taking the lead here. Very mysterious acting right now, but I do feel like it's with good intentions. Okay, so we have road here. So this talks about being at a crossroads, maybe wanting some journey or wanting an adventure, wanting something new, having multiple choices, travel, weighing your options, deciding, also having free will. Okay, so I feel like this feminine could also be thinking like if their strategy is not going to work on their person, and if this person is just stubborn or stuck in their ways with the child card, with the cross, and does not want to try to get out of this funk, then they're also thinking about their other options, as in like moving forward and, you know, dating other people. So I do see that as well. So they are being a little mysterious, a little secretive here. I feel like they have good intentions towards this person, but it's also a thing of like, you know, it takes two to tango. So if I can't get this person to see the brighter side of things, then maybe I need to look elsewhere. All right, so I'm going to leave that there for you, Cancer. What does Leo need to know at this time? Hi, Leo. What does Leo need to know at this time? Give me some messages. What does Leo need to know at this time? Ooh, this is a very powerful reading, Leo. So far, so far. All right, let's see what else for Leo. All right, so I see that with the distant horizons being here, you definitely are leaving something behind. You're uprooting, Leo. So you could be leaving behind what you know, what you feel comfortable with, and going towards new. And it could be a very worrisome season for you because I do see you may have concerns about doing something alone or being alone, or you know, just being self-reliant. Even, you know, maybe you're used to doing something with a certain institution, a certain group, certain friends, certain lover, family, but it feels like you're uprooting, and so you have to kind of do something by yourself. And there could be worries around that, but you don't need to be worried because you're actually being moved, or displaced, so that you can move towards something that has a little bit more respect and a little bit better for your standards. So you have certain standards, and your environment that you're leaving behind, you outgrew. You're meant for something more different, more unique, more valuable. And that's where you're going to be landing. That's where you're headed towards. Okay, so this is a good thing. Now, the cards that came out for you, we do have the woman card. So if you're feminine, then this message will resonate with you deeply. There's something about, you know, being on your own, doing something on your own, but also going where you're respected, where you're valued, going where you'll be admired, going where you're treated nicely, where you get more value for your efforts. Okay. We also have the broom card. So you're removing unwanted stuff or situations out of your life. You could be purging. You're doing a clean sleep. You're deleting something. You could be having a total makeover within yourself, your self identity, your appearance, but also in your life, your home. You could be renovating or even just moving, period. Um, Something is unavoidable. So even if you're having these worries or doubts, do not try to restrict yourself from change because it's happening anyway. So you might as well just go with the flow. And yeah, this will be restoring harmony into your life. So it's really special. All right, and then this, along with the high honor card that we have here, they kind of make sense and go very well together. So we have Lily here, and this talks about you being very established, being very ambitious, having a lot of experience. There's something about your sexuality as well. So I don't know if you're going to have more intimate experiences soon. You have a big thing of achievement here. You have longevity. You could be mature in your mindset or even in your age. Your career as well. You have good standing in your career, or you deserve more career success and achievement, and that's where the universe is trying to push you towards. There's something about your development and also the energy of like retiring something, giving something up, okay? All right, so let's see what this means for you, Leo. Clarify distant horizons for Leo. So you're moving, and it is going to be a little nerve-wracking, but you are moving to a much, much elevated space, which is really nice, okay? So you will be finding stability somewhere that just holds a little bit more value for you. Tell me about distant horizons for Leo. All right, we have the garden, and then what else do we have here? We have the coffin. So you are being pushed to do this right when you're ending something. You're closing out a chapter here. You also are going to experience a big glow up or transformation in your life. With the garden, this talks about you being more social and getting out more. So going and hanging out with your friends, meeting and making new friends. Definitely like socializing, going out, you know, for drinks, going out on dates, getting back out there. So with that garden, you're definitely in for meeting a ton of new people and mingling a lot. I definitely do see that for you. Let's clarify honor, high honor. So you could be jumping back into the dating game or just making a lot of new friends, being more social, becoming a social butterfly, all of that and above. And I feel like you're going to enjoy yourself. All right, so you're not going to be alone. You may have to do something alone, but you're not going to be alone. There's definitely a ton of new energies coming into your life. Tell me about high honor for Leo. We have market here. So again, you're going somewhere that you're going to be respected more or valued more, or you just get more for what you give. There's something about your value going up, your self-worth. You definitely are going to be admired where you're going. And all you're doing is just allowing yourself to be visible. So say you're going through a breakup or maybe even a divorce, you could just be going out more so that newer prospects do come into your life. People who you would consider to be a more valuable connection, that they can find you, you know, so that you know that you're not moving forward in life all alone, that you are meeting the right people with the right intentions and people who are on your level. When it comes to a job, you could be leaving a job behind to find one that just gives you more value, pays you a bigger salary, gives you more commission, has better benefits or a better schedule. And once you actually put yourself out there, you move past your fears or your worries about your current job and you start to put yourself out there, you'll see just how valued you are. You'll be picked up by the right source, okay? One more card here. Yes, we have the stork. So there's a new beginning or a new offer or a new opportunity coming in. Some of you guys have new relationships coming in towards you just after you ended something, or new friendships as well. There's new environments, new interests coming towards you. And I see you just putting yourself out there. If you are moving, I see you being very involved in your community and getting a lot of respect and meeting a lot of valuable people, prospects, opportunities, collaborations. I definitely see, as long as you're putting yourself out there, you could have a very positive outcome. Okay. Hi, Virgo. All right, let's see what you need to know at this time. Give me some messages for my Virgos. What do my Virgos need to know at this time? What do my Virgos need to know at this time? What do my Virgos need to know at this time? Give me some messages. All right. Okay, so first and foremost, I feel like you've been having a lot of thoughts about maybe your finances, your financial standing, your security, stability, all of the above. But what I'm also seeing is that you have nothing to worry about. I feel like there's a permanent change happening for your money where your finances are going to have some type of upswing. And the way that you could see this happening or unfolding for you, Virgo, is by unexpected income. So there's some type of exchange of finances or maybe even a gift that you'll be receiving soon. And that is kind of kicking off this new beginning of really good financial karma. Like, for example, someone could be paying you back a large amount of money that you gave to them that you didn't think that you would see in a long time. So you kind of wrote off this person paying you back, or you weren't pushing the issue, but you're going to receive that money this month of November. And that's kind of kicking off your luck or the momentum of your gains and profits when it comes to your finances. Now, it's not about someone paying you back. It could just be someone helping you with a bill or someone helping you with some type of material or resource or even a job opportunity or an opportunity of making more income. I feel like that will kick off this big change that you can expect more moments like this, or you can expect your money to be coming in an influx. There's something about your energy. You may have worked on your energy of receiving, like not turning down everyone who wants to help you or anyone who wants to, do something nice for you. You may have been working on that, and I don't know what it is, but it feels like the frequency of how money flows to you is changing in a very positive way. All right, so the cards that came out for you, we have unexpected income and change here. We also have the eagle. So the eagle tells you to challenge the status quo. It talks about longevity with your finances, excuse me. It talks about regalness. I love that word. I love the word regal. So it's really nice that that came out for you. Being proud about your financial situation, gaining new opportunities, having new hope or new optimism towards your finances, feeling like everything is going just fine, having a clear vision or a new perspective, and something about your past, present, and future. So, like cause and effect, things that you've invested in the past returning to you. So, you're having some type of big return on investment. We also have the stork here, so you can expect your finances to do a transformation. They're changing for the better. Something feels very active or has a lot of momentum right now. Your finances could be restored or renewed. All right, there's this restless, excitable energy that you will feel that things are changing for the better. Also, this talks about money arriving towards you, maybe even a move or just better movement of money. And I feel like rebirth when it comes to your finances, okay? Now, also with the stork being here, there could be an energy of you settling down and creating a family. So you're definitely going to need that flow of income for that. And it could be just divine timing or fate that this is happening for you. All right, clarify unexpected income for Virgo. We have the house. And we have the sun. All right, Virgo, I pulled out the book so I can give you some more messages with the house card. So what you'll find is that you will feel at home, you will feel comfortable, you will be having structure right now, you'll feel secure or you will be secure in your finances. You could be settling in or settling down somewhere. You will be establishing a very strong foundation as well, okay? So you can find yourself to become more confident, more at home, more calm or grounded or solid. Also, with your finances, again, I feel like you'll be in a very safe or stable financial situation. This is a time for you to stay with what you know or not to take any crazy risk or make any crazy impulses. Also, a really good time for you to invest in real estate. All right, and then let's talk about the sun card. Let's see. 1 second. All right, Virgo, with the sun, you could be working in an upbeat environment. You'll definitely have a visible role, or you could be in the limelight moving forward. You're going to have a very successful career. You could be in a high position like management or director, VP, or just being the big kahuna. There's a lot of success and progression and satisfaction coming towards you. You also will be making a very honorable compensation. You'll be getting a lot of recognition. You could be working in government, the power company, or in powerful companies, or in other powerful companies. You could be working in a company or an establishment with a sun in their logo. There's a lot of powerful connections coming towards you. They could be mutually beneficial. So that's, just something for you to think about. And you also could be having clarity or a realization of what your profession should be, or what your ambitions are. So a lot of clarity at this time when it comes to, what you do or your career or your future, even. I feel like there's a lot of success and financial gain coming your way. There's something about making a substantial amount of revenue, so you'll be able to pay your bills, and be able to save if that's what you want to do. There's a favorable outcome to an investment or even a financial transaction, and I do think real estate is really good for you to invest in during this time. And you're going to feel very comfortable in your new arrangements, okay? So that's also what I'm seeing here. Now let's talk about these changes coming towards you. What changes can Virgo expect with this unexpected income? All right, we have the cross. So if you've been struggling with your finances, with your career, with your business, maybe with your resources, your assets, your material gain, you are going to have a powerful miracle that comes in and changes that all around for you. All right, let's see what else is here. All right, we have man. So there's some type of significant man here who will be giving you a job opportunity, could be putting money in your pocket, or giving you some type of resource that's going to be very valuable in your next chapter. See what else is here. Tell me about the man. Lily, it's an older man, a very wise, mature man or masculine. This person could be much older than you. There's definitely an age difference. They have a lot of experience, so it's really good to take advice from this person, or if they're doing something for you and they're giving you instructions on how to gain from it, it's really wise to take this person's instructions or their advice. They know what they're doing. They're well practiced, or if they've done this before, they won't mislead you. Okay, with the dog being on the bottom of the deck, this person's very loyal. They have integrity. They have really good intentions. And I also see this person holding your hand around the process. So it's not like they're throwing you into the deep end and just telling you to swim. They're actually guiding you. So this could be even a mentor coming into your life, or someone who wants to help you and will thoroughly walk you through this process. Hi, Libra. All right, let's see what you need to know at this time. Give me some messages for my Libras. What do they need to know at this time? All right. This feels like a reading about love, Libra, and it feels like you need to take from someone else's book. So there could be a mature woman around you. This could be like a parent, an older sibling. This could be a mentor. This could be someone that you look up to, that you admire, but they could have had a very extensive love history or something. I don't know why I had the need to say that. I guess because Journey is here. So it's like taking a page out of someone's book and learning from their mistakes, especially when it comes to love. And I feel like you're getting evidence here, or you're getting more info about maybe this person's life, or even things that are happening in your love life. There's something about doing your research here, or taking a page out of someone's book. Now, this could also be career, maybe looking at, I don't know, there's something about not repeating patterns here, not having old habits. Also knowing your worth. There's something about knowing your worth, and maybe also dating someone who's on your maturity level. So I don't know what that's about. We'll just have to see what comes out in your reading. We have light bulb here. So you're having some type of aha moment or discovery, some type of breakthrough, some type of reveal, some type of realization. There's an enlightenment that you could be going through, an epiphany, an illumination effect. Okay, you're using your intellect here, or your logic, and you're going to be having some type of breakthrough that leads to you moving differently. And it could be because you have been caught up in some type of third party situation. So you could be in a situation where another person is involved, or someone else is influencing something. You could be in a love triangle or something with an outside party. You could be feeling like a third wheel, or you feel like too many people are involved. But it also has to do with someone's maturity levels, or just someone having a lack of experience. It's like, if you went through certain things, then you would stay away from certain things. And you could be taking a note out of this woman's book. So maybe you're going to be speaking to her soon. She's giving you some advice. Or she could even just be explaining things about her own life, and it helps you get some type of deep perspective. Tell me about the mature woman. Man, yeah, I feel like you're listening to someone's like past love life, but older woman. She's just talking about her past husband, her past lovers, maybe the mistakes she made in that situation, and it lines up to maybe some mistakes that you're making in today's time, and it makes you think differently. It kind of gives you this new perspective. Okay, the main theme coming from this mature woman is the energy of struggle, like struggling in love, struggling in career. But it could be because they were repeating the same cycles over and over. They were keeping the same people in their life instead of going for more. So that could be something that is giving you a breakthrough. You don't want to be at this person's experience or age, have made the same decisions that would slow you down or hold you back. Okay, the cross is coming out. So everything I just said is literally the energy of the cross. I seen it in the deck. That's the whole reason I started saying all those things. Okay. So tell me about journey. This person's really saving you in some way, Libra. I don't know who this woman is, but she's saving you from like wasting your time. Okay. What's the journey card here? All right, journey is rider. So whatever this person is saying, it's like lighting a fire up under you to go and explore new avenues and new opportunities, not staying stuck. And also may inspire you to close a chapter for good with the book card. This person is giving you some type of game or wisdom in life that's going to allow you to be more successful in your pursuits. Okay, so something looks very unusual right now. Something looks strange, or there could be like you could have a lot of fears or worries or doubts because you don't really know what your future is going to look like. But once you're able to take action, things start to become more clear for you. And you are getting the blessing of clarity through a conversation or through someone's memoir, through someone's life story. I wonder if you're watching like a documentary or something. I don't know if people read autobiographies anymore, or someone's giving you some type of monologue about their life, and it's like scaring you straight. You're like, oh my God, I don't want to be at a certain age in my life before I understand this, And you want to choose correctly this time. So it's allowing for you to take action. And as you start to make those little steps, things become clearer for you. Right now, you could be a little confused, but I see from whatever this person is saying, it's really motivating you to take action. I feel like you're going to be leaving behind something that has been eating at you, or some situation that has been draining you, and realizing that you can have more and be the main character in the situation as well, not with too many people involved. Okay. Hi, Scorpio. Let's see what you need to know at this time. You need some messages for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know at this time? What does Scorpio need to know at this time? All right, what does Scorpio need to know at this time? Anything significant? Please allow it to come out in this reading. All right, we have pathway. And we have expectation. Very interesting. Okay. Wow. Okay. We'll see what else is here for Scorpio. All right. So what I'm seeing for you, Scorpio, is that you are following like the white rabbit. There's something very thrilling or exciting or something that could even be fearful or that you're curious about that you're going to be following through with. I see you making a lot of intentional actions to bring in your next adventure in life. All right, but something is like butterfly effect or it has a domino effect. So once you uncover that first little thing, a lot of new surprises kind of unfold in your life. And what I'm seeing is that it's beyond your expectations. So you're expecting something to go a certain way with a certain person in a certain environment, and that's just kind of how you expect it to go, or maybe how you're manifesting it. But I see that this outcome comes with a lot of twists and turns in a very positive way, where things that you wouldn't even think of or imagine are going to pop up for you. It's almost like you're manifesting one thing and you have this very clear idea in your head of how you're going to get it or have it, but how it actually unfolds for you is much different than what even pops up in your brain. It's such a different scenario. And I feel like because you're willing to keep searching, you're going to actually have that outcome. Like, this is the type of energy that once something seems a little unfamiliar or goes a little wrong, someone would kind of worry themselves to death and step away from it. But even as it's twisting and turning and maybe even weird circumstances are happening for you, you just continue to follow it. You know, you just kind of see where it's leading you, and it is a very positive outcome. Okay. So we have here pathway expectation, and we have the white feather. So it talks about you finding peace. You could be having a big miracle coming up for you. There's something about purity or just being cleansed from past energy. You're definitely very protected right now. You could be taking a leap of faith. You will see a lot of signs and synchronicities. And you'll know that you're getting close to your manifestation, but I promise you it doesn't look like what you dreamt of. It's even better, okay? Pay attention to a lot of messages or signs from the universe. There's something about rising above. So you could be showing up as the bigger person in your life right now. You could be rising above drama or chaos and just letting bygones be bygones. There's something shifting in your personality with that. All right, you may be more willing to forgive people who have done you wrong at this time. It's almost like you're preparing yourself for some type of new change of events. And you have to close out all cycles and chapters or connections to be able to get there. So even people that you may have held a serious grudge with, you could find yourself wanting to let bygones be bygones or settle things amicably. You're more receptive from whatever this energy that's shifting in your life. You're just more forgiving. There could be some reconciliations coming in. I do feel like they're false reconciliations, not in the way that you're going to be hurt by these people again, but it's almost like just as they're coming into your life and you have the forgiving spirit, you're being whisked away into your next chapter. So It's almost like, okay, you forgive people and they're happy to be back in your life, but you're meeting something new or someone new, or you're traveling elsewhere. So it's like very quick, and it doesn't really have longevity, these reconciliations, but you are forgiving them at this time. And something feels very lighthearted and free moving into your next chapter. Like you're not holding on to burdens or grudges anymore. All right, and then we have grasshopper, excuse me. All right, so with the grasshopper, this talks about you taking a leap of faith, and these two cards both talk about a leap of faith, by the way. So they both had that. There's something about you being easygoing. Like I said, you're kind of just going with the flow, even if things are not, you can't really understand it right now, or things could be a little weird. I feel like you're still going with the flow and you're very easygoing, which is going to make this process so much fun for you. There's a sudden change in your direction. And again, it's telling you not to worry, that you are moving on. You are going towards prosperity. There's an energy of so what, okay? So even if people are giving you judgments right now, there's an energy of a birth of a son, and then also being very lucky. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify this for you. Scorpio, tell me about pathway for Scorpio. We have key. So you're finding some type of opportunity that's yours for the keeping. Okay, so this is not something that is fleeting that's coming in your life. It definitely has longevity here. And I don't think you were expecting it to go down like this or so soon. Let's see what else is here. Yeah, we have bouquet. There's a very desirable, something that you desire a lot is coming into your life, but it's just not in the way that you expect. It definitely has some more steps that you need to go through, but it is a very beautiful gift that you're getting here. I also feel like you're being restored of like romantic energy, charming energy in your life, being charmed or being admired or feeling it, feeling admirable. Also having your desires here with that bouquet. I don't know. There's something very beautiful about this new opportunity or this new path unfolding for you. And why is the expectation card here? What are you expecting? All right, so we have the death card here. So you're expecting some more endings, and you're right about that. And you know what's crazy about it too? I feel like people who just came back into your life are about to experience an ending with you. It's amicable. It's not like, disastrous or chaotic. It's more so like, well, I'm leaving now. I have something out there for me. I'm going towards it. I'm so happy we got to reconnect, but I won't be available moving forward. Okay, so it's something like that. That is so silly. Okay, let's see what else is here. Yeah, we have house. You're moving, you're going somewhere new. You could be going to a new home, you're finding your new stability. You could be finding new friends, finding a new lover, finding a new job, and you're leaving without any grudges or any bad blood, which is really nice. And this will be a very lighthearted and very freeing type of energy, whatever phase you're about to be entering or whatever chapter you're entering. You'll feel very, very lighthearted, especially with that white feather here. You'll feel very light, like you don't have any grudges from your past. You closed all cycles, or you left behind anything that didn't serve you. You'll feel like you can really enjoy yourself in this new period, this newfound stability, this new relationship, new friend groups, whatever it is. And you have left old things behind, but not on bad terms. All right, so that's what I have for you, Scorpio. All right, Saggy, let's see what you need to know right now. Give me some messages for Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know right now? What does Sagittarius need to know right now? All right, Sag. So you could be wanting change, okay? Because something has been really hard here with the toil and labor card. You definitely are wanting change. You're wanting things to be a little bit more seamless, a little bit easier to maintain and do. You feel like you've been working so hard. Okay, when is this going to be released from me? And that's why the adjudication card is here, because you could be getting judged or you could be in a current test by the universe. You could have that heavy energy of Saturn disciplining you or trying to get you to have power through discipline. But you may be getting really tired of it. That's what I'm seeing. Like you really want change. You're wanting to know, when will this test be over? All right. Yeah, we have whip here. So it feels like you've just been super disciplined and you don't have any room for freedom or fun or anything more casual. Things have been very strict upon you. Maybe even the consequences that you've been facing, you feel like they're so harsh for what has transpired. You may feel like they're not equal to your peers. Your peers don't suffer as much as you do. So there's something here where I'm definitely seeing that you are like, okay, I've been giving my all. I've been working so hard. Don't I deserve a break? Okay. Now I feel like whoever's judging you here, your spirit guides, your ancestors, God, the universe, Saturn, whoever is disciplining you here and judging you is very pleased with you. All right. So we have Rider here. So you can expect some more messages from the universe during this time. You should be getting a lot of clarity from the universe, like a lot of things that are just kind of being dropped into your life, whether they're signs, synchronicities, or opportunities that kind of make sense based off of this lesson that you're going through. You will experience a lot of momentum or even movement towards your goals. So, this is a good time for you to be on top of everything and just make a lot of progress. You have new messages coming in. There could be travel coming up for you. There's good news on the way. All right. I feel like you're getting a delivery of maybe a blessing, a miracle. I also see you actually achieving your goals. So it does feel like all this hard work is coming to a near end. There's a green light here for you to go, or the green light for you to move forward out of this, or a green light just as a yes to your answers. There's a lot of progress and you're moving full speed ahead. So I do feel like the obstacles or the challenges or whatever has been so stressful for you most recently, they're going to be let up based off of your judgment. I feel like you're being judged in a very positive way. I do feel like the universe does acknowledge all of your hard work. Okay. We have the bouquet here. So this is why I think that, because with the bouquet, this is the energy of you being happy or the universe being really happy with your efforts. You can expect a lot of harmony coming in for you. You can expect more beauty in your life. So this could be aesthetics, this could be like how you decorate around yourself, your fashion sense, but maybe even your skin, your hair, your nails. I feel like you're going to have more time to pamper yourself, whether you're masculine or feminine. You do have reconciliations coming towards you during this time. That may not be what you're asking for, but it is coming towards you. All right. You will feel more expressive. You also are going to be showing a lot of gratitude and appreciation for where you're going to be landed. All right. So you're being asked to approach this with an open heart and with a lot of warmth, like having gratitude even for the hard lessons, because it is setting you up for success. So let's see what's going on here with the toil and labor. The hard work or whatever is burning you out is coming to a close end. Okay, so that's one thing that you do need to know. And you're going to be also getting a lot of opportunities or even new connections coming towards you. So it's almost like you don't have any time to catch your breath, because right after that, yes, your routine will become a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more luxurious, but there's also a lot of new opportunities or situations or even connections coming towards you that you will have to foster and take advantage of those opportunities. So you can't rest for too long, unfortunately, Sag. All right, clarify toil and labor. We have the ring. So you feel like you've been going in cycles and cycles. You're wondering, when am I going to have completion to all of this hard work? How long does a person have to work to the bone, you know? But it is coming to a completion here. And this also is an ode to your commitment to seeing this lesson through, to see, you know, not running from your responsibilities, but actually, you know, working at them every day, feeling burnt out, feeling exhausted, but not giving up, knowing that there's a higher purpose here. And coffin, so all your hard efforts, working to the bone, feeling exhausted, feeling burdened, feeling drained, that is coming to an end with this coffin card. Let's talk about adjudication and how the universe is judging you at this time. All right, we have the bird. So again, you've been getting a lot of messages from the universe. It's like God or even your divine creator or your spirit guides are directly speaking to you at this time. They're giving you a lot of advice. They could be giving you a lot of solace for your worries or your fears. There's a lot of things, helpful little advice or techniques or signs that they're giving you to help you along. So you are very close to spirit. You're currently in cahoots with spirit. You should feel your spirit guides really close to you at this time. And I feel like they're judging you in a positive way. There's also this energy of explanation. Maybe you will get a greater or deeper explanation about your purpose and why things had to be this way for some time. We have the key. So they're also giving you some type of opportunity or a lot of opportunities for you to unlock your next chapter or unlock new things coming towards you, new connections, new offers, new opportunities, new travels. There's definitely some new experiences here. So you're reaching a checkpoint, and I feel like you have successfully learned this lesson. So all of the hard, you know, energy or effort that you've been putting out, if you've been feeling like you've been through strife or struggle, that is coming to an end and you're able to really bask in these new blessings. But I just want to remind you too that you are going to need some energy to foster these new connections. It's happening so quick. It's happening like really, really fast. It's not really giving you a lot of time to like catch your breath or to even you know, relax a little bit. You're jumping right into new opportunity, new connections, new friends, a new lover. You're jumping right in. But you will be very happy, and there's a lot of harmony with this, and you'll have a lot of gratitude for being blessed with something so great, whatever new that's coming in for you. Hi, Cappy. All right, let's see what you need to know at this time. Give me some messages for Capricorn. What does Cappy need to know at this time? Oops, sorry guys. All right, Capricorn, I feel like you're about to receive a miracle, a blessing, a gift, or an opportunity that feels like it's too good to be true. Which is a positive because it means that it must be so nice that you feel like it's too good to be true. So let's see what's going on with that for Capricorn. Okay, so you're moving into the right direction or you're headed in the right direction. I do feel like your intuition is not failing you during this time. There's also something very safe about where you're about to go. So if you're having worries that something is too good to be true, you need to trust your intuition, your desires, your dreams, and go after it, okay? Because I feel like you're just a little skeptical about how nice things are about to get for you or how nicely something is turning around for you. But I feel like you're in the right direction. You should feel very secure. All right, you're going to be gaining clarity while you're navigating certain obstacles. Okay, so something's not obstacle free, but it is such a nice opportunity that it's like, where did you come from and what do you want? Like, you're very skeptical about what's coming towards you. So the cards that came out for you, Cappy, we have great fortune, high honor. We have red herring here. And then we also have the phoenix, which is so powerful, and we'll get to in just a second. So this red herring talks about you being very skeptical or feeling like you're being jinxed or someone's playing a trick on you. You may feel like you're getting some misleading information. You may feel like you're being misguided or someone's trying to do a diversion tactic on you. You may feel like someone's trying to throw off scent or someone's giving you red flags or a false flag. Something could be a purposeful distraction, is what you feel. And you feel like someone's trying to distract you, tell you to look here and not there. And again, I feel like this is just you being overly cautious because you can't lose with these cards. I feel like something is really for you, but you just may be surprised with how plentiful this is, or how prosperous it is, or how abundant it is, or just how it's so compatible to your likes, your desires. We also have Phoenix. So this talks about death and rebirth. Also, it talks about you having an awakening, rising up from the ashes, having a total transformation and a complete renewal. So I feel like this is granted for you. You did the groundwork, or you went through something very powerful, but also could have been really burdensome. You're releasing that and you're rising from the ashes. So as you should step in this very honorable place over here with great fortune and high honor. I feel like you're having the energy of the Empress or even the Emperor, but you definitely have Midas's touch here, where everything you touch turns into gold. Whatever you nurture right now will have a lot of abundance connected to it, whether this is new connections, maybe a love situation. It also could be with your finances, your career, or even your business. Also, your home life as well, I can see having an upturn. You definitely will also, with the high honor card, be more admired, have better respect where you're headed. I feel like there's something about your status getting better, bigger and better here. You could feel like, you're getting your value and what you're worth is actually being offered to you. You could be getting some type of big accomplishment here, something that's going to allow for your self-esteem to rise, or even like your stature to rise. All right, I definitely see a high society type of person or someone who's very ambitious. So you're getting some type of opportunity coming in towards you after this 1111 portal, but I do feel like you see it as too good to be true. If this means you dating and putting yourself out there, you could be meeting a really likely person, but you may feel like they're too good to be true. So I don't know what this is about. Let's see. Clarify great fortune for Cappy. All right, we have the garden. So I also see you being more social. You could be going out and networking, or even being around people of your level or of high society. You could be meeting someone there. You could be networking with someone there, or some type of opportunity is coming through networking or being more social, or even dating, putting yourself back out there. You definitely are finding someone worthy of you. Yeah, we have the stork, new opportunities, new beginnings, new people coming into your life, but that have a lot of value coming towards you. A lot of good things are lining up for you here. And I see, excuse me, sorry. And I see it happens from you going out and mingling, or just showing people who you are, being more visible, going out more, socializing more, that type of thing. Clarify high honor for Cappy. We have the moon, okay? And we have the woman card here. As you're putting yourself out there, you definitely want to be your most confident self. I don't know what that's about, but there could be some insecurities, fears, or worries about how people see you, your reputation. Do they respect you? Do they think you're respectable? Do they see that you're of high standard, of high value? Do they respect that? There's a lot of worries about that, maybe in dating new people, maybe in putting yourself out there career wise or even business wise. You don't need to worry about anything, because everything that you touch turns to gold during this time. I feel like people do see the value, they can see it from a mile away. So any of those fears or worries that you may have, you could just be overthinking, or they're just not actually true. And we do want to remember that the moon does give a lot of illusions, but it doesn't tell us the truth. It doesn't really expose the truth, okay? So try to work through those kinks and go with the flow. I see that you're prepared already. You want something like this. You've been wanting more valuable offers, opportunities, and connections, and they are coming your way. So remember who you were when you were manifesting that and how prepared you felt and that you were eager and determined. You want to carry that through the action of actually moving into the space because it's coming at you. And I think skepticism just will allow you to miss out on opportunities versus embracing them. Okay. Hi, Aqua. All right, let's see what you need to know at this time. Give me some messages for my Aquariuses. What does Aqua need to know at this time? Sorry. All right, Aquarius, I see someone very wealthy coming towards you soon. I don't see this happening overnight, but I do feel like it's soon, like before this year has ended. Okay, but I also feel like that person who's coming towards you and also people in your environment right now, they judge you, not in a negative way, but they think that you have it made or you have it all. They see you as self made. They may see you as this very strong, independent person that doesn't really need anything. And so that could leave you feeling unsatisfied or unfulfilled, that maybe people you come across or connections you come across are not too generous or not too giving because they feel like you always have it made. So there's this false judgment here, which I don't feel like, people see you as a total standard, which is good, and they admire you, they respect you, but I also feel like it makes you feel like you attract a lot of unbalanced situations because of it. But that's going to change, all right? Because there is someone who I feel like could go through that same thing as you. They could be very well off, they could be very wealthy, and a lot of people come into connections being imbalanced with them because they feel like they have it made. So there's someone who understands you from that standpoint that's coming towards you soon. But let's see what, oh, wrong deck. All right, let's see what else is here for Aquarius. So that's going to change very soon. You have some type of wealthy or well-off friend or even lover coming towards you. I'm telling you, very soon. Don't, hold your breath, okay, for this person. Keep rocking and doing what you do. They will find you. But let's see what else comes out for Aquarius. Okay. Now, as well as being judged or being judged, for having it all, not needing help, you also have people who challenge you as well for what you have or the image that they feel like you possess. People always want to challenge you. So I do feel like you've come across friendships where you feel like you're getting to know someone, you have the good intentions towards them, and then you start to feel tension, or you could start to feel um like rivalry, like someone's challenging you or jealous of you, competing against you, or even in relationships, you could feel that way as well. So that's going to change very soon. You're going to deal with someone who knows how you feel, they've been through similar situations, and they also have their own, so they have nothing to be jealous behind. So that is changing for you and it's what you're attracting. But let's talk about the cards that came out. So we have the privileged lady card here in adjudication. We have tornado, which talks about a storm brewing or feeling torn up inside, a sudden unexpected end that you could have went through recently, even violent situations. Okay, so I have to bring that up because I also seen that on the bottom of the deck. We have the hornet's nest here. I wasn't going to show this, but I do want to talk about this. It talks about a volatile situation, trouble, hostile environment, stung, danger, discord, aggression, watch out, conflict, anger, actions have consequences. So I feel like most recently you dealt with a jealous individual, okay? Like, I don't, let's just read between the lines. And something could have turned violent between you two, which could have discouraged you because it did start from judgment or something. Someone was judging you based off of what they feel like you have. I don't know. It feels like an envious energy could have gotten really, tried to get physical with you. So if that happened, I do apologize. That sucks. That sounds horrible. All right. But it talks about like a total wreck or something becoming a total wreck, something breaking down, you needing freedom from it, being over and done in the end. So you experienced some type of ending recently with someone who could have been just taking what they could from you and not being very balanced. But what you're attracting, like a magnet, is a more longing or desirable connection. You have great gravity at this time. You have great magnetic pull. You are very attractive and you're attracting new things, new opportunities, new people. There's something about seduction. So you could experience a very intimate connection coming towards you. We have your charm here, and there's this energy of field of influence. So you have a way to overcome this situation and bring towards you your true desires romantically, business wise, career wise, socially, even, or even in your family situation. All right, tell me about privileged lady here for Aquarius. Yeah, we have Scythe here. So from your privilege, whatever people are saying is your privilege, and this can go very deep. This can talk about your experiences in life, how you grew up. People could be judging you for that. People could be judging you for generational wealth that you've attained. People could be judging you because of your race, you know, the color of your skin. But also privilege, whatever people feel like you're privileged behind, whether you are someone who people feel like doesn't struggle financially. I don't know, whatever people come up in their head about you, it feels like you've had a lot of endings because of the rivalry or even envy or jealousy within these connections. Now, this could have hurt you, of course, but it also gave you a lot of wisdom or experience. So you've definitely become stronger from those situations. And whatever this current situation is no exception. We have the stork. You have something or someone new coming towards you very, very soon. You'll meet this person socially, okay? So the garden talks about going out more, going out with your friends, socializing, mingling, seeing what's out there, dating even. You definitely will be meeting someone new here who understands you, coming in soon. Tell me about adjudication. All right, adjudication is the cross. So you are being judged here, even by the universe, by how hard it's been for you. If you feel like you've been going through a lot of chaos or drama, you are about to have a big wish coming from that, big wish fulfillment or something that's pulling you out of that. All right, so the universe does see what's been imbalanced in your life and they're wanting to, balance that out for you. They do feel like you're owed a better circumstance. And again, I just see new love coming towards you. There's some type of wealthy individual that's coming towards you. This person has been through similar things that you've been through, so they won't treat you that way. They know how that feels. They don't want anyone like that as well. So I just see you being treated better, being more respected. I see you being spoiled as well in the future. If you don't feel like you've been spoiled in your past connections, you're going to be dating someone very soon here. Or if you're not dating, you're networking maybe for business or career and you're going to end up in a very favorable position. Something very generous, a very generous offer coming towards you. Okay? So that's what you can expect moving forward from this 1111 portal. Hi Pisces. All right, let's see what your what you should expect moving forward, what's coming towards you, what's unfolding for you in this next chapter. Give me some messages for my Pisces. What can they expect? Tell me about my Pisces. What should they expect moving forward? All right. So I feel like Pisces, you're about to get some type of momentum here. So there's some type of unexpected income, unexpected money, maybe an unexpected connection that's coming into your life, and it's helping you move into the position that you've always wanted to be in. It's allowing for you to get more stable, more grounded in your lifestyle, also in your finances, and also in career or business. So you're not expecting this, but I feel like it's coming towards you at the right time where you're able to seize this opportunity and change your life or your destiny for the better. All right, so the first card we have here, well, we have unexpected income. We also have official person. So we have tree here. So about what this opportunity is going to do for you, it's going to allow you to be more grounded. It's going to allow you to feel more fertile or feel like you're more abundant. There's something here about you living up to your lineage or maybe even changing, like being the first one in your family to do something. Also about your health, feeling healthier, feeling like you have more energy or vitality. Something links back to your roots. Something also is about your personal growth. You're fulfilling like a past life type of journey that maybe your past self wasn't able to fulfill. So you're actually evolving and allowing yourself to complete that in this lifetime. And you should feel very strong or a very strong connection to source or spirit at this time. And then we also have Helm. So you could be steering clear from any obstacles or situations. This does make me feel like the Chariot card. So very motivated, very determined, overcoming obstacles easily and effortlessly. You'll feel in control of your life, like you're charting your own course. You're willing to explore a little bit more and try new things or new opportunities. You definitely are going to have more freedom. You're going to be very self reliant and very self determined. You're moving in an area of mastery or even wisdom. You could be trying to master skills, and you definitely will be put into a position where you can monetize on those skills. You are going to become the go to expert. You're going places, you're being guided, and also something about refining skills or mastering skills as well. Oops, sorry. This could be like maybe getting some money to pay for training, to pay for classes, to pay for school. This could be money to be able to start a business officially. Maybe you're going to be getting some type of gift or opportunity that allows you to play a bigger role or have more responsibility and make better income. So it feels like the universe is providing you, or someone that you may know is going to provide you with the resources or the finances or opportunity to establish yourself. If there's something you really wanted to attain that you kept comparing yourself with other people, like for example, if you wanted to buy a new car, if you wanted to buy a home or move, I feel like you're going to be able to do that based off of whatever this unexpected blessing is that's coming into your life. Tell me about unexpected income. All right, so we have the dog here. So this is coming from someone very loyal. This could be coming from someone with really positive and good intentions towards you. This person wants to protect you, so maybe they feel like without this resource or opportunity, you would have not been able to get to where you're going, or it would have taken you a long time, and they kind of want to cut the duration into half, or they want to make something easier for you. I feel like this person really wants to establish you, or I don't know. I feel like this person is giving you some type of power through money, their resources, or even their material. This is like your saving grace, whatever this is coming towards you. Yeah, we have the moon. Maybe someone sees where you may be weak, okay, what you may struggle with, or where you may be insecure, and they feel like they can help you. So they're going to actively do that and help you get ahead, help you establish some type of position or ranking. They want you to feel abundant or lucky, but they also know that you may be struggling to do what's needed. Like if you need to take a leap of faith, or if you needed to exert yourself a little bit more, they may feel like you are kind of confused, or you have lack of clarity to make decisions, or you could be a little insecure, not feeling confident about your steps. So someone's leading the way here. Tell me about official person. All right, so you're being helped to find your home, or find stability, to establish some type of foundation for yourself. This is where you're going to stay for a very long time. So you will have this position, or this ranking, or this honor for a very long time. This is something worth keeping, or something that has longevity in your life. Yeah, spirit. So this is fated, or this is destiny working in your favor. It does feel very, like, again, unexpected, or just came out of nowhere, but this was fate or destiny working in your favor. You're very protected, or your position, your new position that you're going to be moving towards, will be protected. So when it comes to your new salary, your new finances, your new home, your new environment, your new friends, maybe a new relationship, it's here to stay. It has longevity, and it's very stable. And it's also fated by destiny. Destiny is not like a coincidence. Even if it feels like a coincidence, it definitely was written for you in your lifetime. Okay? So you can find yourself feeling more luck when it comes to putting yourself out there, the opportunities that come your way, and especially your finances. You should feel much more lucky and feel like you're having some type of upswing in your life.